Are you using Angular with NGRX for state management? If you are using NGRX, you are probably also using the NGRX store-devtools package. Let's populate our state with some example data and then inspect that data using Redux DevTools extension. We populated our state with a counter equals to 0. But what happens to the store-devtools and the Redux extension when we build our app in production? Notice that even in production, the store-devtools is still active and the Redux DevTools can still examine our state. It's better to move the store-devtools in production and avoid the Redux DevTools working when we build our app in production. One way we can do to solve NGRX store-devtools from being included in production is by generating an environment. In the environment, we'll set a production flag. And only when we are in development, only then we will include the store-devtools. Let's check if our solution is working in development. In development, we can see the Redux DevTools is still active. Let's see what happens in production. In production, we might need to exit the Redux DevTools and restart them. They're still active from the development, but as we do that, we notice that now in production, the Redux DevTools is not active. There is still a minor problem with our solution. Let's build our app for production, but now let's inspect the bundle size. We will do that by building for production, but adding source maps to be included as well. After the source map is included with the production build, we can now inspect what our production bundle includes. When we inspect our production bundle, we see that even though in production we are not using the store-devtools, we can see that in the production bundle, NGRX store-devtools is included, thus adding more than 16 kilobytes to our bundle size of unused package. The store-devtools is not tree-shaped. That is because if you place the package with an if, even if that if evaluates to false, this package will still be included in the final bundle. Let's exclude the store-devtools completely out of our production bundle. To do this, we will use the AngularJSON file replacement. And instead of using the same imports for production and for development, we will use special imports for production and special import for development. The production will simply remove all DevTools to not be included in the final bundle. So let's open the AngularJSON and add a file replacement for an import, a file that represents the imports to the module. Now let's create those import files. I will also create an import common file to include all the common modules that should be included both in development and both in production. So let's start with including the imports.common file. Now let's create an import for development and import for production. The import for development will include the NGRX store-devtools. It will also include those common imports that you need both in development and both in production. Now let's create the imports file for production. The import for production does not need the store-devtools. It simply needs the common imports. Now let's add those imports that we just created to the app module. Now let's see if it works. Let's see if both ng-serve is showing the Redux DevTools, and let's see also if we build our production, we remove the store-devtools completely from our production bundle. First, we will check if on development on ngserve, we can still see the Redux DevTools. Of course, we can remove from the app module the unused imports and then ngserve. Let's see if on development, I can still use the Redux DevTools. The Redux DevTools seem to work on development. Now let's see if the Redux DevTools, the NGRX store DevTools, is completely removed from our production bundle. Now, if we look at our bundle, we can notice that NGRX is located in here, in this section of our bundle. And we see that the only NGRX package that is included is the NGRX store. We do not see the NGRX store DevTools. With this technique, I can choose what imports I place in development and what imports I place in production. With this technique, I can remove development packages, development modules from my final production bundle.